Hey everyone, today's video is about whether or not you should be a husband and wife team. My husband and I are both entrepreneurs, so we are both self-employed. I have an apron apparel company and my husband has a service business. He's an author, he has a media business and a couple service businesses actually. So in this video, I kind of just wanted to talk about, like our situation and how we would work together on projects, and we basically had to cut ties from each other when it came to working with each other. But some people, they actually can work together as a couple. So in this video, I kind of wanted to talk about, why it didn't work with us, but why it would work for another couple. So the first thing is, when we first started working together, he was getting super busy and I was still working like a 9 to 5. So it got to the point where I was really trying to get my apron business off the ground. I really wanted to be self-employed and have my own business, my own thing. I hated working for another company. I hated it. And I always had that manager type of personality. And I was always everything always had to be done perfect. So I was this superstar employee for another company. And I realized that. So it always bugged me that I didn't have something for myself that I could be like that for myself. So I was doing that. I was working and I was working in my own business when I would get off of work. So my husband's I kind of need help. I need help invoicing customers. I need help, in the field sometimes. Why don't you quit your job and then you can just work for me and then do your own thing? And I was okay, yeah, that works. So we did it for a long time, all the way up until about a month ago. And I think it would put strain on our relationship because when me and him first got together, I always had my own thing. I always had my own job. I always had my own money coming in. Me and him were always very separate like that, when it came to finances, even though we were married. And I know a lot of people will disagree with that and be oh, well, you're married, so it should all just go in one pot. But some people, if you have your own thing going on, it's almost both of you are conditioned to think certain ways, both people should be contributing to the income. So when I was working for him in his business, my business, I wasn't really making much money because my prices were too low and I had a bunch of manufacturing issues and just a lot of crap going on. So I made a little bit of money, but not enough, So he was his business was pretty much paying for everything. Even though I was putting my time and energy and my work into making things go around for his companies, he still felt like he was doing everything on his own. Even though I was putting work in and doing it, he still felt like he was doing it all and I wasn't working. Even though I was still taking care of the house, doing all of this, doing that, cleaning, doing all of his laundry. And I'm not bashing my husband in any way. In any way, I'm not bashing him. I'm just being real. That's why it didn't work with me and him. Because as soon as and our relationship started to crumble a little bit because I could feel that he was he had this weird thing in the back of his head, he's doing all the work, and me cleaning the house and cooking and taking care of everything, that's not enough, so, and that's just his mentality, and that's how we've conditioned our marriage. So when I converted into working full time with him, it was causing problems between us. So as soon as I was you know what, we need to stop working for each other, and we need to just stop, and I'm going to do my own thing and pay my bills with my own money that's coming in, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to crush it. And so backtrack, the reason why I was actually working for him too was because it was hard for me to work anywhere else, and it was hard for me to kind of push my business to the next level because I fell ill for like a year straight, and I was misdiagnosed. So that was another reason why I ended up working in his company, because it was kind of hard for me to like commit to something else when I was dealing with so many health problems. So fast forward, whatever, I had shut my business down after I got sick, and then I started it back up, and then COVID hit, but I still have like managed to like push through and like build my business back up from ground up for the second time. So I know I'm going all over the place with this, but now, like, so that's why it didn't work between me and him per se, but like now I see other couples where it is working. Like they're crushing it as a husband and wife team. But that's probably because their marriage is conditioned differently. Like they are doing this together. It's their business. They've built it together. Like it's not something where one person started it and then the other spouse came in. Like most of the time they've built it together, and they're working, and it's their business together. And that's the way that it's going to work. And I'm not saying if you come in after and you start helping out that, you know, whatever, but like, I think mentally, like, it messes with you. Like, for us at least, it messed with us. Like, and I always felt like I had to have my own thing. So, like, if you are, like, a wife or a husband that, like, feels like you have to have your own thing, too, like, it's not going to work. Like, it's either you're all in or you're not. Like, I feel like it would be hard to kind of like dedicate yourself to your spouse and let your dreams fall down the tube. 1 second, my Yorkie's being a jerk. Come on, get in here. But yeah, so I have a ton of friends that, like, you know, husband and wife team, they're crushing it. They're literally doing like, they're doing so good working for each other, which is awesome. And I wish that Keith and I were like at that place where we could actually do that for each other, but like we're just not, and that's okay. And so, I mean, I would never want to give somebody advice and say, oh yeah, husband and wife team all the time, like, yeah, do it no matter what, because sometimes it's not going to work out. And if you have a similar situation like us, then it's not going to work out. Like, I want to live my dreams to the fullest. So I always felt like, why am I doing all of this for his dreams, but I'm not doing it for my dreams, you know? But now if you both have the same dreams and you both have you're on the same page and you both want to build this business together as a team, that's when it will work. But other than that, it's not going to work. Like, it's just not. You'll end up, there'll be problems. It takes a very, very, very specific type of couple to be able to accomplish it. And I just know this. Like, I come from an entrepreneurial family, and like I'm thinking in my head, like my aunts and uncles and my dad, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom, but like my aunts and uncles all worked in our family company that my grandpa started. So all of the siblings and their husbands ended up working within the company, and my mom was the only one that didn't work in the company because she was a stay-at-home mom. So, but yeah, so they worked husband and wife teams, and it all worked out great because they all had the same goals and the same vision for like, and their same, like, they wanted the same things. So, yeah, so I really wanted to make this video to kind of explain why sometimes it won't work and why it will. But I hope this, you know, served you a little bit, and that maybe you can relate, maybe you can't, maybe you think I'm totally fucking crazy, I don't know. But, yeah, I just wanted to make this video and talk to you guys about it because that's what we're going through. And now, you know, he's living his dreams and he's hiring people that can like legit help him. And I am, you know, hiring people that can help me. So that's where we're at. And now we're both going to have businesses where we're like happy. Like, I'm going to be happy doing what I'm happy every day doing what I'm doing. I'm like so thankful, and I have so much gratitude for where I'm at and the customers that I have, and like how cool everybody is. Like just giving back to like the community that I have been in for, like, I was a waitress for 13 years. So being able to do like aprons and stuff like that, that is like a dream come true, to like be able to make aprons that actually solve the problem of like that servers have, like with tying their apron on and off, and like how annoying that is. Like that's why I came up with the clip, because I'm like, you clip it on and off instead of having to tie, retie, and then when you're have to go pee, like you literally only have 1 second to go pee when you're a server, and it takes about 10 seconds to tie and retie your apron on, or 20 seconds or whatever, maybe more, because it's so annoying. And then it's coming down in like a half an hour into your shift, the apron's coming down. So you're literally retying your apron on and off all day long, unless you're double knotting it like 100 times. Like it's gonna sag, and I don't care what anybody says. Now, I make string aprons, but they're sag proof because the material that I use grips. It grips the when you tie it, it grips, so it doesn't end up sagging. Oh my god. So yeah, I love to design for the restaurant industry. I just think it's like the best thing in the whole wide world. So I hope this video served you. I always ramble on and like talk about just random stuff, but like, I don't know, I'm just having fun. So talk to you later. Bye.